Hi everyone, welcome to Board of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not. And either this bloke, this is PHXT from EGP Clan. EGP Clan been a great supporter of this channel for a long time now. PHXT, not sure what I'm going to call him in this replay, but he's running around in the T71. This is in from patch 920. Of course, I'm cleaning up my patch 920 replays. PHXT, oh god, how am I going to call this bloke? Anyway, he's on steps and he's in the tier 7. Auto-loading 6-shooter light tank, the T71, which this was the first auto-loader I ever owned. So it does have a soft place in my heart. I have kept it, even though I don't play it too much. He's on steps. He's looking towards that IKV 65-2. Throws a couple of shots his way. Doesn't manage to land any shots. I think the tier 7 American Light Tank, the T71, it's the lowest tier tank to have APCR as standard rounds. 150 damage, 145 penetration. It's also got some heat rounds with 210 hit points of penetration. I don't think he's probably not going to need that. Looking at the tier 7 tanks that are on the enemy team, none of them have got too much armor. The OI, on the other hand, at tier 6 does, so maybe he's going to use them against that OI. Let's see how he goes on steps. He's just kicking back here, just trying to spot the western flank from this rock here. On the western side of steps. PHXT, EGP Clan, EGP, as I said earlier, EGP have sent me a lot of replays and they are absolutely, every single one of them is absolutely fantastic. This one's shaping up to, he's going to have to do something pretty good because his team's already down by 3 tanks, including a top tier T28 HTC heavy tank concept. That's the second reward tank for the personal missions, and he's not going to win any personal missions in this game, that T28 HTC driver. As PHXT gets spotted in the middle by the Cromwell, and I reckon he fancies himself against the British medium tank. Looks like the Crommy just shot and missed, and it's time for PHXT from EGP. Even though he copped 1 shot of damage, he put 631 hit points of damage into the tier 6 British medium tank, the Cromwell, and artillery Seagull to kill on him, but he's just about reloaded now with another full clip of 6 shots as he starts moving towards the cap. Looks like the enemy team are capping. Looking at the minimap, but the friendly team, PHXT's team, have clearly gone a little bit too far to the west and left that base in this encounter battle a little bit exposed, and they're trying to cap now. But of course, in the encounter mode, it does take a long time to cap. I think it takes about 4 minutes for one tank to cap, and that's why the cap time is on 3 minutes and 40 odd seconds at the moment. PHXT on 1 kill, 11 damage, and now he's auto aiming and having a look at that PZ-48. He wants to get rid of that low tier tank pretty quickly, then he can focus on the Stug. Of course, the Stug gets rid of a tank destroyer with a big gun that can certainly penetrate the T71. He shoots and sets on fire the Type T34, that's the tier 5 Chinese medium tank. Takes him down to 17 hit points by putting him on fire. Fires clutch and takes him out of the game. And who's capping now? It looks like it's the artillery on cap, the FV304, the Birdie tank. Of course, that tier 6 British self-propelled gun. It's not the slowest tank in the world, that's for sure. Now he fixes his ammo rack. His ammo rack was damaged by the 5916, I think it was. Or maybe it was the Type T34 that he set on fire. It was a little bit too quick for me. But in this bit of a skirmish, by picking up 4 kills, he's turned this right around. It's back to an even ball game, 8 apiece. He's still on 447 hit points. He's got 5 bullets left in his clip. Clearly wants to get rid of that 5916. He's running around like a man possessed, using the speed and agility of the T71 to his advantage. He's really trying to bully this 5916 tier 6 light tank. That's his 5th kill of the game, and now they're winning 11-8. 12-8 now, 3 enemy tanks left as the PZ-4H goes down on PHXT's team, and of course the T67 went down on the enemy team. He's reloading now. He's just about got a full clip. He wants to get another kill. He wants to turn this into a top gun. He spotted the tier 7 German tank destroyer, the Steyr Waffenträger. What's that? I think that was for sale not too long ago. I don't have one, but it looks similar to the Scorpion G and the Waffenträger, the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger. That Steyr Waffenträger getting himself into a good position where he's only really exposing his gun. So PHXT getting out of there. Doesn't want to cop another shot from the tier 7 tank destroyer because that'll take him out of the game. He's down to 205 hit points, and the shot that he did take from that Steyr was 242 So he could certainly be taken out by one shot if that Tier 7 tank destroyer has its way. Looking at the mini-map again, you can see the OI. Looks like the OI's pushed the western flank. The Lorraine 15550 has been spotted in the south. Of course, he's probably moved now. Certainly not the slowest artillery piece in the world. 12-10 is the score. 3 tanks left on the enemy side. The Steyr, the Lorraine artillery, and of course the OI. They go up against 5 tanks, but they're all pretty lightly armoured. And PHXD trying to flank this German tank destroyer. Get behind him. Get rid of this big gun out of the game. That confirms the top gun. And that's his 6 kills. 2,256 hit points. Bearing in mind he only bought 840 hit points into this game. There's 2 more tanks up for grabs. And look, is a Radley Walters out of the question? I don't think it is. The other tanks don't seem to be moving. Of course, the 2 artillery just kicking back at the end. Looks like the T67 is going for some cap points. He's out of view range, so we don't know if... we don't know how many hit points the T67's on. Actually, looks like he didn't roll over the cap because the timer didn't go off, as PHXD from EGP Clan goes on a little bit of a mini boost here, looking for where this Lorraine 15550 is, a Tier 7 French artillery piece. He's already on 3 kills, so he certainly knows what he's doing. And unfortunately, the T71 will get one shot if that Lorraine is aiming his way and puts a shot into his American light tank. But he's got a full clip loaded, 6 bullets of APCR, which is standard in the T71, and he's looking for his 7th and maybe even his 8th kill. The OI might be a little bit challenging, but he's got a heat clip he can load if he needs it. 13-10 is the score. 2,257 hit points of damage done, 342 assisted damage. Not a massive amount of spotting damage for the light tank, but to be fair, a lot of his teammates died very, very early in this game. And so PHXD from EGP is looking at doing it alone. He's frantically searching for the Lorraine 15550 or the OI. The S51 Tier 7 Russian artillery's decided, I'm going to try and cap this. Get a bit of cap points in the artillery. Why not? He's frantically moving around. He doesn't want to slow down. Of course, that OI will take a while to aim, as will the Lorraine 15550. But if he bumps into him, he's going to be absolutely DED dead. 13-10 is the score. He's frantically looking for these last 2 tanks. The OI, it was a long time ago. The OI last spotted where the T67 is now. Now, the T67 is on full health, but 360 hit points at Tier 5. When you're up against the big dirt gun of the OI, that's certainly a one-shot for the Japanese Tier 6 heavy tank. That's a tank that we always used to see in Tier 6 clan wars and skirmishes when Tier 6 clan wars was a thing. He's found artillery. Artillery's already fired, so he can just kick back here. Confirm his 7th kill. Hopefully the T67 doesn't steal it. He doesn't. Takes a reload. The OI's just been spotted on 375 hit points. So 375 hit points will probably be 3 shots to kill him. The S51... looks like the S51 might have just fired. He's down to 119. Who knows which way that Japanese gun is facing. It looks like it's facing the other way. He picks up his 8th kill. He did get a Radley Walters in the end. I didn't remember. Of course, I had seen the result because he sends me the replay via what replays, of course. And, of course, I did see that, but I didn't really pay too much attention. It's an Ace Taker Mastery Badge for PHXT. I hope he tells me how I'm supposed to pronounce that. Maybe it's fat, maybe the X should be an A, I'm not sure. But anyway, an Ace Taker Mastery Badge for PHXT from EGP Clan. The Hand of God Medal, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Radley Walters Medal for picking up those 8 kills. Well and truly carried it. High caliber, top gun. He did it all on his own. Let's have a look at the second page of the post-game battle results. 4 donuts, 4 tanks got 0 damage, including that T67, who was still alive at the end of the game on full health. I don't think, maybe he was camping a little bit too much, who knows. 2,715 hit points of damage for PHXT from EGP Clan, 1378 base experience. It goes to show what a fun little tank that T71 can be. He fired 29 shots, 25 hit, 22 did damage, a little bit of assisted damage. Ace tanker, thank you very much. He made himself 14,000 credits, that's with a standard account. In the 8-minute game, would have been nearly 30 with a premium account. Not a bad result at all from PHXT from EGP Clan in the T71 on steps as we move on to the second battle. And this double shot of Tier 7 Ace Tanker replay mastery extraordinaire. This is my old mate Ravi the Aussie Seagull. No, he's not Indian. Ravi the Aussie Seagull. He live streams on Twitch. There'll be a link down below. I had the great pleasure of meeting Ravi just last week for when I recorded this. This will probably go out a week later. So let's say roughly 2 weeks ago at the Melbourne Wargaming Gathering. Which was a great success. I believe a big shout out to anyone who went to the Melbourne gathering or the Sydney one. I didn't get to the Sydney one. I heard the Sydney one was absolutely fantastic as well. And of course I met some absolute legends at the Melbourne event on, I think it was Thursday it was the Thursday before the Australian server went, around about the 28th I think it might have been. Anyway, back to the game. Ravi the Aussie Seagull from 1AR. In the A44, that's the rear turreted Russian medium tank. Now there's going to be some changes. He's switched to APCR rounds, which are premium ammunition in this tank. 300 alpha damage, 219 penetration, only 116 penetration with standard rounds. And he's clearly switched to premium because he's looking at that IS-3. And of course the guard, that's got a decent amount of armour. The T26E4 as well. Lots of enemy tanks up there. Now he is low tier. It's a tier 8 game. 5 tier 8s and the rest are tier 7s on each side. 2 artilleries on each side, so he's probably feeling a little bit wary about those artilleries. With the obviously the Nameless has clearly been spotted up there, the Nameless and the IS-3. And if the enemy artillery players are any good, that's what they're going to be aiming for. So Ravi doesn't want to be splashed by these artillery shells. Now, you might have noticed in the replay description he said, "Who needs a med kit?" I'm not sure what that means. Maybe he's clearly forgotten to put one on. If you look at the bottom, he's got his fire extinguisher and his repair kit, but no med kit. Probably didn't turn the automatic refill machine on. Anyways, puts a shot into the Tiger. The Tiger shoots him back, but his tracks do the damage. That's a good thing about this A44. It's a long time since I've had this tank, but it certainly can bounce, and the tracks can eat lots of damage, and that's exactly why Ravi's in this position. It does side scrape quite well as he puts a shot into the Tiger P, takes him down to a much more manageable level, 386 hit points. Only a couple more shots is probably all he's going to need for the Tiger P. That Tiger P will be regretting shooting Ravi. I don't know why he didn't pick up the kill there. Is he on some kind of mission? No, he's not going to get that mission in this game. 1-all's the score. Not sure why he didn't take out the Tiger P. Puts a shot into the guard. Always good to chip away at a top tier tank in any game. He's on Melanovka. It is in counter battle. I'd be a little bit concerned at where the tanks are. No one really anywhere near the white flag, but I don't think that really matters. A lot of enemy tanks have been spotted on the hill. This is the hill where it all seems to happen. Looks like the Leo's resorted to high explosive ammunition because he's really struggling to penetrate Ravi. Ravi's already blocked over 1,000 hit points of damage. He's done nearly 2,000 damage himself, and the guard has decided, I'm going to go and try and get this little prick in the A44. Ravi's on 2 kills, nearly 2,000 damage, 1,000 blocked, a little bit of assisted, and he's lucky enough to have the hit point advantage over the guard, but that guard can certainly bounce shots when it's lucky. Didn't bounce that one. Ravi takes him down to 122 hit points, but he's down to 379 himself. And if he's going to have to put on his carry pants, then he's going to need every hit point available to him. 3-5's the score. The guard's down to 122 hit points. Ravi would love to get rid of one of these top tier tanks. They've still got the 5 top tier tanks in this game, and the enemy team are winning 3-5. Artillery does the job. Thank you very much, says Ravi. Good to see Artillery Driver keeping an eye on what's happening in the game, supporting Ravi quite nicely. Looks like the other artillery's just fired as well into those other tanks, the JT8.8, as well as that IS-3, which has just been respotted again. The IS-3 on 958 hit points, the JT8 on 416. 5-all is the score now. Ravi's on 2 kills, 23-13 damage, 1,000 blocked, a little bit of assisted. He's decided that's probably not the best place to be, especially if 2 artilleries are aiming his way. They're certainly going to shoot him if they think they can get a penetrating shot. Moving back around, you can see artillery on the enemy side clearly focusing on the Nameless, as well as that IS-3 up there. There's also a Ribitol Borsig Waffentrager. He doesn't want to catch any arty shells either. He's got no armour whatsoever. He wants to be very, very careful. Hopefully his camouflage rating will save him. Ravi putting some good advice to his teammates. Stop taking hits from their arty. Just let our arty drop some turds on their heads, and hopefully we'll win the battle of attrition that way. 5-all is the score. He's just kicking back here, trying to work out what to do here. Looking at the mini-map, not a great deal seen on the other side of the map. An LTG last spotted down here. That's Tier 7 Russian Light Tank, the new one, the one that replaced the LTTB when the LTTB was promoted to Tier 8. IS-2 there, that's, I don't know, what's the IS-2 on? 77 hit points. I'd be very tempted to go for that IS-2 myself, but Ravi's a much better player than I am. There's probably something back here sniping. Not all the enemy tanks have been spotted. The T29, the E25, and of course the artilleries have not been lit yet, as well as that SU-152 on the enemy side. Any one of them could be down here and just blow you away if you poke out to try and kill that IS-2. That's probably what Ravi's thinking. I'm not really sure. I'd be on 379 health. I guess that on 379 the IS-2 could probably one-shot him. The E25 couldn't. The SU-152 might be able to. That's got a pretty big derpy gun. As Ravi moves forward into this bush, looking for some cheeky shots, he spots the T29, shoots and misses the AMX 1357F. That's the premium T7 French light tank with the really fast in-between shots. It's less than a second between shots, I think that might be with crew and all that kind of stuff, equipment, but it's still a pretty handy tank. 7-all the score now. Ravi, the Aussie Seagull, on 2313 damage, 1000 blocked, a little bit of assisted. Down to 284 health though, and that is concerning. He can't do it all by himself. He's on 2 kills, 8-7 to score now. As the enemy IS-3 goes down, that's a very good sign. Only one Tier 8 tank left on the enemy side. Tiger P quite happy to kick back there at C1. Not sure what kind of effect he's going to have on the game back there, considering nothing at all has been spotted down here. That LTG would definitely be out of this guy's view range or render range. Anyway, the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger not too happy with what his teammates have been up to. Ravi, the Aussie Seagull, having a look out here. He'd love to get a side shot into the side of the turret of that T29. On full health, he's aiming away. It looks like somebody got a shot into his turret. There you go, 289 hit points into the Tier 7 American heavy tank. He does get spotted though, so he pulls back. There are still 2 enemy artilleries in play. That AMX 1357. That's who's spotting Ravi back there. I doubt it would be the T29. Looks like the AMX having a red hot go at the WZ131, the Tier 7 Chinese light tank. Ravi shoots and gets him on the head, helps the WZ take him down. He's down to 140. They don't want him to get away, that AMX. They really want to get rid of him. He needed to lead that shot. That was never going to land. 8-7, up to 3,000 damage done, 1,000 damage blocked. Artillery is YOLOing the AMX 1375. No idea what happened there. Oh, that was maybe frustration. Normally you'd think artillery drivers would want a good slow game so they can maximise their damage. But anyway, Ravi says, 229, you are mine, old son. Jackson Paris, he's not even moving. Artillery picks up the kill. The Lorraine 15550. And that makes the score 9-8 now. Ravi on 3,196 damage. Who needs a repair kit? Who needs a med kit, I should say. 9-8's the score. 3,196, 1,000 blocked, 985 assisted damage. Reckon he might get a little bit more assisted damage there. The IS-3 moving forward, looking for something. Ravi hoping for a sniper shot on the AMX 1357F. That's the autoloader, which it's don't auto aim. You've got to lead it a bit. There you go. Picks up his 3rd kill of the game. 10-9 is the score. WZ131 imploring the Tiger to get his gun into this battle. That Tiger P, I very much doubt he would be doing much back there at all. He's now a top tier tank. There's one Tier 8 tank left on the enemy side. It's the big Russian artillery, the Scumbus. The SU-14-2. He's on 3 kills. He certainly knows what he's doing, and he's clearly been aiming towards that northeast corner on the hill where all those Tier 8 tanks got killed. The IS-3, the Nameless. The Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger. Not sure about the WZ121 FT. That's a premium Chinese tank destroyer. Not sure where he was. Not sure if he was over there back on the western flank or not. The score's 10-9. There's 5 minutes left in this game. Ravi, the Aussie Seagull, trying to outvision. What tank was that was last spotted back there? Was it the E25? I reckon it might be. He's gonna struggle to to outvision the E25, I think, from that distance. Of course, that E25's got a very good camouflage rating. I just saw a tree go down there. There's the E25. Ravi, the Aussie Seagull, doesn't quite Seagull the E25. Someone gets him for 141. Ravi, you'll be hoping somebody tracks him. Hopefully artillery's aiming towards that tank destroyer. Ravi tracks him, but he fixes it with a repair kit pretty quickly. And that E25, the cockroach, he will be running away as if his life depends on it. Looks like artillery might have just landed a shot on the Panther M10. That's a premium Tier 7 German medium tank. Ravi aiming again. That's the thing about these Russian mediums, especially the Tier 7 mediums. They don't seem to snipe too well. They're really built for more up close and personal type action. Looks like Ravi's going to try and help the German medium by moving forward towards this next rock, trying to get some vision. That SU-152 has been spotted down there, but obviously he's not spotted right now. The E25 as well. You'd think these mediums should have the vision advantage on these tank destroyers, and of course these two artillery pieces. But on 284 hit points, and what's the Panther on? 915. They do need to be careful. The Panther's probably going to be, could probably afford to take a shot. The Tier 8 Russian artillery piece might be able to one-shot the Panther M10. Certainly could one-shot Ravi. It is A44 on 3 kills, 3,336 damage done, 1,020 damage blocked. Less than 3.5 minutes to go before the timer comes down. Ravi decides maybe we need to cap this one. WZ131 looks like he's spotted the E25 and the artillery. Hopefully somebody does some damage. That Tiger P, I wouldn't have too much confidence in that Tiger. Look, he might end up carrying the game. Who knows? But now Ravi knows the E25 is last spotted down here near this little dam. He wants to be able to find that SU-152, which is last spotted just south of him with that Panther. He needs to probably get a move on. Less than 3 minutes left on the battle. He does get lit. The SU-152 shoots and bounces Ravi for 700 damage blocked. He waits to aim, gets him for 242 hit points, but he doesn't want to risk having to bounce another shot. The E25 goes down to that Tiger P. I am Grey, finally getting his gun into the game. Well done. Ravi kicking back and staying behind this rock. Let the Panther go forward. He can certainly afford to take a shot. That SU-152 we just noticed at 700 alpha damage. That's a heat round too. Artillery hits the Panther. Now the Panther can no longer afford to take a penetrating shot from that SU. So Ravi probably needs to help him. He doesn't want to shoot anyone. Did he shoot his friend? I don't think he did, but he certainly didn't shoot the bad guy. Continues to aim towards that SU-152. It's going to take a couple of shots to get rid of him. Down to 233 hit points. Ravi gets spotted, but he picks up the kill. Artillery kills the M10. He's on 245. Now he's down to 48. Ravi, can he get the kill? He can. That's his 5th kill of the game. Just one tank left. That's the SU-14-1. He's on 3 kills. He certainly knows how to play this game. The 2-minute siren's already gone off. Only just over a minute and a half left on the timer. Let's see, where's he going to be? He has not been lit this game, and there he is, Ravi working out. That's probably where he is, considering what we've already spotted. He just misses out on the top gun as the Lorraine 15550 picks up the kill, confirms the win with just a minute and a half to go in that replay. Not a bad game at all. Ravi, the Aussie Seagull from 1AR clan, picking himself up an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, the Hand of God, for surviving and winning, having received damage from at least 4 different tanks. The Spotting Medal for doing over 1,000 assisted damage. Duelist Fighter, 5 for effect, shellproof. The Steel Wall in a Tier 7 medium tank in a Tier 8 game. High caliber for doing it all alone. 3,859 hit points of damage, 5 kills, 1615 base experience. The next player by damage was the artillery with just under 3,000. Nobody hit 3,000 on the enemy side though, but he had an absolute perler. 23 shots fired, 16 hit, 15 did damage. Of course, it's not that accurate, especially at range. 1720 damage blocked, 1,090 assisted damage. With a minute and a half left on the timer, he won it, he carried it. He made nearly 48,500 credits with a premium account in that encounter battle. And Ace Tanker in the A44. Thank you very much for the replays, lads, at T71. The American Light Tank and the A44 Russian medium tank, 2 aces at Tier 7. Thanks very much for the replays. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.